Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very happy Thanksgiving to all of you and yours. Hope everyone stayed safe. Hope everyone had a good time. Hope you're all maybe enjoying some last of the pumpkin pie, maybe getting some turkey sandwich, whatever the case may be. Thank you for joining me right here on Believers Talk. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe, and welcome to this live preview edition of Believers Talk, as we are going to preview the game between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers. Again, thank you for joining me. My name is Joe. If you're new to this channel, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button for continual Buffalo Bills content, whether we talk about going live, giving my previews, my post game, and going live for every single Buffalo Bills Sunday game. So Sundays, Buffalo Bills on. You want to come check it out with me here on Believers Talk. Hang out. Join me in the chat room as I give live play-by-play and reactions. See King Cam's in the house. See Anthony is in the house. Fellas, thank you for joining me, and happy Thanksgiving to you. It's Thursday night. This is normally when we do the preview edition of Believers Talk. I will tell you that some things on my schedule have changed, so the schedule of these videos might change as well, but I'll keep you guys posted as I know more. Again, no Thursday Night Football tonight because of the fact of the Baltimore Ravens contracting the pandemic, the virus, whatever you want to call it, whatever I can't call it. And we just found out that Lamar Jackson had tested positive, so still not sure what that means for the game coming up this Sunday. I'm thinking it's going to be canceled. So what is the NFL going to do? But that's what that means. So there's no Thursday night game. Doesn't mean we're not going to preview the game coming up this Sunday right here as the Buffalo Bills play the LA Chargers. So let's talk about the game. Obviously, everyone's talking about Justin Herbert, rookie quarterback, doing a great job so far. We're going to see Bills play some cover zero this Sunday, says Michael, possibly. I think the possibilities are endless. Listen, I'm very happy that the Buffalo Bills are healthy. We saw that John Brown did not practice on Wednesday, so some people might be a little bit worried about that. I'm not. I think John Brown's going to be good to go. Obviously, we've seen, though, that John Brown really affects how this offense plays. This offense looks a lot different when John Brown is in the game compared to when he's out. So we're going to see how that affects the game. But guys, this Buffalo Bills team coming off a bye week. Remember, we still have visions of that Hail Murray in our head. Kyler Murray to Hopkins for the touchdown to end that game. Not the way Bills fans want to, after Josh Allen led a comeback of his own in the fourth quarter, take the lead against Arizona. Let's go. Who's playing linebacker right now? It looks like Milano and Edmonds should both be good for this game. As far as the other side, listen, Klein's really been stepping up lately, and people have to take notice that I know that a lot of people, including myself, had a lot of issues with what A.J. Klein was doing the first half, if not even the first 9 games of the season. But the last couple of games, he's been coming on stronger, and stronger. So you have to take that into account. So I won't be surprised to see him there. See, the Broncos game got moved to Saturday. I did. We knew that no Milano. I thought he was eligible this week, but it's very possible he's not eligible. If not, then we'll see a lot more zones, maybe some cover zeros, as mentioned earlier. Happy Thanksgiving, Scott. Glad to see you in here as well. But yeah, you're right. Milano was on IR, so I don't think they'll go far from where they were against Arizona. I think the linebacker play. You got Dotson possibly in there. You got some players who need to step up in those moments. So yeah, there's some players that I can't think about off the top of my head for some reason, but they have to step up. So we'll talk about that a little bit in this edition of Believers Talk as well. But obviously, when it comes to the LA Chargers, you have to talk about this offense, right? Keenan Allen. In fact, I looked up some stats, and Keenan Allen is the leading receiver in targets in the NFL. Number 2, Stephon Diggs. So those guys 1, 2 in targets right now in the NFL. So you know that they're going to get their looks. And we know that Keenan Allen might be a matchup problem there in the slot. He's given a lot of teams headaches in that slot position so far this season. No reason to think they won't try to do the same thing against the Buffalo Bills. Listen, we know Trey White's going to lock up the outside, but how is Keenan Allen going to eat on the inside? That slot position might become open. Now, again, glad to see a lot of people, including our cornerbacks. King Cam comes in and says, Coach McNeil is 3-0 off bye week. So Brown can get gutted out. Yeah, again, Brown did not practice on Wednesday. Obviously, the Bills did not practice today at all due to Thanksgiving. But we'll see what the injury report holds for us tomorrow. Happy anniversary of Josh in Dallas. Thank you very much, Thomas. Glad to see you in the chat. And again, make sure you guys, if you haven't already hit that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button. It's 3 games, not 3 weeks. Milano eligible for San Francisco, says Scott Blakely. So that means he will be out for this game. But again, we have some other linebackers who can step up and make some plays and make a difference in this game. Milano's been on and off the field a few times this season. Doesn't mean that, it's the next man step up mentality. We've seen some linebackers come in and do a pretty decent job while he's been out, again, whether it be Dotson or whoever that might be. I think the Buffalo Bills will be all right, especially since we've had 2 weeks to scheme for this LA Chargers team. When it comes to the LA Chargers, listen, they've been a good team, just losing a lot of close games. They're 3-7 on the season, but don't let that record fool you. This is a pretty decent team led by a rookie quarterback. Another situation where Tyrod Taylor started off the season as a starter. He unfortunately got injured, and Herbert came in and has done a serviceable job as a rookie. And so it looks like they're going to stay with Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert on season is 22 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. That's a little better than Josh Allen, who has 21 passing touchdowns and 7 interceptions so far this season. So what are the keys to victory for this game? How are we going to beat the LA Chargers? Well, first of all, I truly believe, so the Bills are 5.5 to 6-point favorites, depending where you look right now, according to Vegas. And I think the Buffalo Bills should win this game by double digits. Again, talking about a bye week, right, where the Buffalo Bills had that sour taste in the mouth after a really tough loss to the Arizona Cardinals. Hey, Miguel, glad that you're here. Hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. I hope that everyone had a happy Thanksgiving as well. A dry ocean side, I can see John Brown getting cut in the offseason to make room for cap space. Diggs will want a raise. And again, it depends how Gabe Davis steps up the last half of the season, too. Can he become a potential number 2 wide receiver? Beginning of the season, he started off pretty good, but lately he's kind of fizzled out. So what does that mean for the Buffalo Bills when it comes to John Brown? How does Gabe Davis kind of react and finish out this season? Hope Dane Jackson plays. He probably will. Something special about that young man. Scott Blakely likes him. Scott Blakely says 34-17 Bills. If Milano would just stay healthy, the run D would be way better, says King Cam. And that's part of it, right? When you talk about re-signing Matt Milano, when you talk about him becoming a free agent, some of the best ability is availability. You hear me say it here. You hear coaches say it all the time. It's kind of cliche, but it's the truth, right? If Matt Milano can't stay healthy, then why are we going to resign him to a big contract? I just don't think we will. And so I wish Matt Milano could stay healthy. I hope that Matt Milano stays on this team. But I'm just not convinced at this point that he's what's best for this team. He can be a good player when he's on the field, but this season we've seen him struggle to be on the field. Big respect for the Bolts, 10-point win. Again, I'm not trying to insult the See, you say Bolts, and then I got me all confused. I'm not trying to downplay what the Chargers have been doing all season, what they can do. Again, they've lost a lot of one-score games, right, if you look at their schedule. But that's what the NFL is. The NFL's a game of inches. It's a lot of one-score games, right? It's a lot of games that are going to go back and forth. It just matters where you're going to be. This Chargers team, kind of like we're talking about the Dolphins, might be good in another year or two. Get Justin Herbert another year under his belt. Get this team a better offensive line, better defensive line. We see that Ingram might be out for this game. He is questionable. So that's going to be a huge thing for the Buffalo Bills if he is out, and for the Chargers if he's out for this game. But if you look at the injury report, again, a lot of the Buffalo Bills players healthy coming off the bye week. You have Cody Ford, who is still questionable. And then you also have John Brown, who is also questionable for this game. But if you look at the LA Chargers side of things, you have Casey Hayward, cornerback. He's questionable for this game. That would be a big loss for them as well. You have Melvin Ingram III. He's questionable. Like I said, that'd be a huge loss for them at the defensive end position. And Kellen Ballage, one of the running backs. Now, he's not their starting running back, but definitely could be a loss for them as well. So we're going to see what happens. And we're not the only team with a linebacker out here. Uchenna Nwosu is out for the Chargers. So they have some linebacker troubles as well. So we're going to see what happens. But when we talk about keys to victory, I think the keys to victory in this game are pretty simple. I really think they're pretty simple, right? Josh Allen's has had trouble over the past few games throwing interceptions. He did very well against the Arizona Cardinals up until the third quarter, I believe, when he threw 2 interceptions in that quarter. We need him to calm down a little bit. We need him to stop throwing those interceptions, and we need him to maintain control of the offense, maintain his poise, and keep the ball moving, right? We need to make sure that when he doesn't see open lanes, as far as in the passing game, he's not afraid to run the ball a little bit more. We haven't seen him run the ball nearly as much over the past 3-4 games. Let's open up that run attack a little bit more in this game. I want to see Josh Allen use his feet, but two things I want to see if he does use his feet: his ability to slide and his ability to get out of bounds. I need to see those come into play in this game if I think the Buffalo Bills have a chance to maybe blow this game open like I think they should. Josh Allen needs to be efficient in the passing game and not turn the ball over. Again, past few weeks, he's had trouble in that regard, not turning the ball over. Keep those turnovers to a minimum, and don't give Justin Herbert and this offense any more chances to score. Listen, again, this offense for the LA Chargers is not a slouch offense. I think they're ranked 4th in the league. They know how to put up yards. They know how to put up points. Like I said, just have a few things not going their way that force them to lose these games when they go back and forth. Their defense has had trouble this year, so let's try to take advantage of that, right? Like I said, Stephon Diggs, 2nd in the league in targets, 1st in the league in receiving yard. AFC wide receivers go in receiving yards. So a lot of things going the way of the Buffalo Bills. And you see this offense continually move the ball. Listen, this offense is currently ranked 15th. I think it could be a lot better. I think this offense have less some things to be desired, and I think that they need to do a better job in this game. Best 3-loss team in the NFL, says Scott Blakely, talking about our Buffalo Bills. There are quite a few 3-loss teams in the NFL right now. You talk about Seattle is one of them. You talk about both the Titans and Colts. Both have 3 losses. There are a few teams that have 3 losses. Cleveland Browns have 3 losses. So bold statement there by Scott Blakely. Oh, talking about the Chargers' best 3-win team. Absolutely. Again, this Chargers team just falling short. Division champion Buffalo Bills, says Pat C. I hope so. I hope that we can all celebrate a division championship here soon. And again, as we get closer and closer to clinching scenarios, I have you covered right here on Believers Talk, giving you the AFC playoff picture every single Tuesday. So make sure you check that out as well. But we talk about some of the injuries. We talk about one of my keys to victory, Josh Allen holding on to the ball. We need to get this running game going. Zach Moss, Devin Singletary, we've seen them struggle over the past few weeks. Some do well against the New England Patriots. Listen, this isn't the Seattle Seahawks. This defense can be run on against the Chargers. So make sure you run the ball, mix it up a little bit. We haven't seen Singletary or Moss really carry the load except for in that New England game. Let's not be afraid to use our dynamic duo running back sets. Again, you have a good, healthy offensive line. Mitch Morse should be back, even though McDermott is not saying for sure if Mitch Morse should be a starter for this game at center. But I believe he's going to be. You have Mitch Morse back in this game. You have John Feliciano in this game. Hi from Alaska. Hey, Sonny, glad that you're here. Hey, let's go Buffalo. And happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Again, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button, guys, as you're in here. I really do appreciate it as we preview the game between the LA Chargers and our Buffalo Bills. And don't forget to join me on Sunday. Join me on Sunday for live play-by-play and reaction to the game between our Buffalo Bills and the LA Chargers. Thomas Burke comes in and says balance. Yes, we need balance. And I don't care. I don't want Josh Allen running the ball double-digit times, right? I don't want him to run the ball 10, 11, 12 times. But get Josh Allen involved. It's okay to get Josh Allen involved. 5, 6, 7 rushes, that's fine. But I don't want to see him as the leading rusher going into halftime. I want to see him handing the ball off to Devin Singletary, to Zach Moss. We're getting into late November. We're getting into December. I know the weather's still nice, but the weather's about to change. And when that happens, you need to rely on that running game a little bit more. So let's make sure they're ready to go. Let's give them a couple weeks to get those motors running a little bit and see the balance there. So we talk about turnovers. Do not turn the ball over. We talk about balance, right? Balancing that pass and that run. Next thing, we have to have our slot corner step up, whoever that's going to be. Again, Norman, he's going to be healthy. You have Levi Wallace, should be healthy. Saran Neal should be healthy. You have your full complement of cornerbacks in this game. You definitely make sure your slot corner has help over the top by one of the safeties probably when it comes to working with Keenan Allen or working against Keenan Allen. The Keenan Allen matchup, whoever's on Keenan Allen is going to be huge in this game. Maybe they put Dane Jackson on Keenan Allen for a little bit. And every time we've faced a tough wide receiver, it seems like our defense has stepped up, right? So no reason to think that they won't again here. But Keenan Allen's going to be a tough matchup, no matter who he plays against. So our slot corners need to be ready for that. I don't think we're going to have Trey White following Keenan Allen all too much. We all know how much Coach McDermott, Leslie Frazier love to run that zone defense. So I don't think we're going to see a lot of one-on-ones with Trey White and Keenan Allen. But you never know what they decide to. Maybe if Keenan Allen gets off to a hot start, maybe then they'll put Trey White solely on Keenan Allen. But I think it's going to be fun to watch what Keenan Allen can do. And I think it's going to be fun to watch the chess match between our defense and the LA Chargers offense to see what the Buffalo Bills can do against Keenan Allen. I think if we get pressure on Justin Herbert, we've seen that he can make mistakes. He is still a rookie. He's still prone to get skittish back there. So let's force Justin Herbert to make some mistakes on that side of the ball. Let's control time of possession. And the way to do that is with that balance that Thomas Burke and I were talking about. He should have more rushing attempts than running backs. Josh Allen should not. Weather conductive for Air Allen, and hopefully we see a lot of that this Sunday. Again, guys, make sure you join me this Sunday for the game between our Buffalo Bills and the LA Chargers. Gave you a brief preview. I do think that, and Scott Blakely said it, the Chargers are the best 3-win team in the NFL, and I think they could easily be a 5-win team right now. And no bad eye, they've lost a lot of close games. So this one, I don't want it to be close. I think the Buffalo Bills should come out, make a statement, prove that they are a good team, prove that the Buffalo Bills are a good team. You're coming off the bye week, as King Cam said, Coach McDermott 3-0 coming off a bye week. Let's keep that momentum going. You talk about that loss 2 weeks ago, how it still leaves a bad taste in your mouth. And listen, we need to get that taste out, and no better way to do that than with a convincing victory at home. So those are my keys to victory. Again, let me know in the comment section what your keys to victory are. We did select a winner for that Don Beebe giveaway, that jersey giveaway. As soon as I get the winner, I will make sure to come on here and announce that. So again, thank you guys for joining me. Jets get first win on Sunday, says Scott Blakely. I really hope so. I would love to see the Jets beat Miami and then see us beat the Chargers, move us to a 2-game advantage with that tie break against the Miami Dolphins. Definitely would put us in a good spot to win the AFC East. I think we're in a good spot already to win the AFC East, but any little thing helps. So again, thank you guys for joining me on this edition of Believers Talk. Again, leave a comment. Let me know what your keys to victory are. Give me a score prediction. And again, join me on Sunday. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving with your family and friends. Enjoy tomorrow as you eat those leftovers. And have a great, great weekend. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.